All right, NAIA football fans, this is Cory Thorpe here with another edition of the NAIFBALL live show, Pick'em edition, brought to you by, as always, powered by AdCraft Custom Apparel and Merch, your custom apparel, merch, and uniform expert since 1974. And as you can see, well, I'm at the house, but I did make it back in town here. John, just let's talk real quick just about that about the reveal on Sunday night. That was I was a little surprised, a little caught off guard. Yeah, so as we get into it then, let's go with the first one. Let's take a look at our surprise matchup here. And John, we'll pick ladder. I'll pick first. The first matchup first. You'll pick the next matchup first. But we know Arizona Christian with being kind of the surprise pick. Against the Morningside, very David and Goliath kind of a deal here. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to, of course, I'm going to go with Morningside. I think there's just too much there for Arizona Christian. John, I'm not so sure that they can hear you, and I'm trying to figure out why that might be. I can hear you, but they can't. Maybe if I change my setup a little bit, it'll be a little worse audio quality, but we'll deal.
There you go. Well, my phone's in still. I see my picture.
The joys of live video. And it might very well be frozen until I do that. Cool. All right, so our next matchup there is going to be then Grandview versus Carroll, and well, this one's just going to be it's going to be interesting. A lot of running the football, and we'll get what we get with this one here. Do you think Johnny Sullivan can? Do you think they're going to come out firing like they did against Lindsey Wilson last year? Or do you think it's going to be more of a run heavy? Ooh, now I can't hear you, John. Yeah, it's much better. I'm picking Grandview as well, but I'm like you. I don't think this is a blowout like Morningside. I think Carroll is going to play it close with their running game and their really good defense. They really do have a very good defense. So does Grandview. I think this is going to be a low-scoring matchup. Grandview wins like a 24-27 to 17 kind of game. Is kind of where I'm thinking. Our next one is Northwestern Dickinson State. If you're Dickinson State, you knew you were probably either going to Morningside or to Northwestern, and you're going to Northwestern. Jalen Gramstad has really come on strong. We know Blake Fryer. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to keep that starting job. Jalen Gramstad has come in and really been Tyson Koima 2.0 for Northwestern, with just an ability to run the football and to be highly efficient through the air. It's just going to be it's going to be a fun one. This one might be a high scoring, run up the score kind of game. Yeah, that's going to be tough. I'm still playing with this microphone, trying to see if I can get it going. I'm sure our people are like going, we can't hear me again. Now, I know, guys. I'm not with my normal setup, but I am picking Northwestern, and John, I think you are too.
Yeah, I am. Definitely. The higher seeds,
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, just bear with me real quick because John here. John, talk a little bit for me.
Hello, NAIA game day.
That's it. Yep. That's better. There we are. Sorry, guys, about that. Trying to go with a smaller setup and not as good as I'd like. Bethel and Keiser. This one, to me, is a highly entertaining matchup. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. This is going to be where if playing FCS and D2 schools is worth the 3 losses, this is where it's going to show. Is going to be a battle-tested team. I think you're right on that one. I think this is going to be Bethel. I think it's going to be close. I think Keiser's going to fight and scratch and claw. But I do think Mike Jasper's squad has this one kind of sewn up at the end of the day. Go from one Wildcat to another Wildcat. Indiana Wesleyan faces Avila. Yeah, absolutely. You've got Xander Stokes, and you've got a hefty running game. You've got a good offensive line there. Will they be able to do? Will the defense be able to stand up against Malik Nesbitt? On this one, I'm thinking the battle-tested Indiana Wesleyan Wildcats. They faced the vaunted running attack of Marian and have withstood it. I think they're going to be able to take Malik Nesbitt. And you talk about in March Madness, the 5-12 matchup. This one wouldn't surprise me if it was a very much a 5-12 matchup, a la the March Madness. And this would not surprise me if Avila pulled the upset on this one. Benedictine Southwestern. This one's going to be fun. I haven't been able to watch too much Benedictine this year, but what I've seen, I've really enjoyed Garrett Kettle doing a great job in his senior season through the air and on the ground. Good defense. Your only loss is an overtime loss to Grandview, and you've got Southwestern, the Jinx, coming to town. Yeah, I definitely see this one. This is a very senior-laden squad for Benedictine, going through, even last night, the Hart all-conference selections. Benedictine has a lot of seniors that this is their window. If you're going to make a run, if you're the Ravens, it's got to be now. Otherwise, you might have to wait a couple years for your team to mature back up. Now we go for a little bit of cross-divisional action with the number 2 defense in the NAIA, the Marian Knights facing the St. Xavier Cougars. John, talk to me. What are we looking at? And we continue to apologize for the issues with the sound. Yeah, I'm going Marian. I think Marian really gets it going here and runs over St. Xavier. John, you said Marian as well, correct? I again apologize because I thought we had John. John, speak again for me.
Well, Cory, can you hear my Marian thing?
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, I thought I had him at least. And then our last game, Lindsey Wilson Reinhardt, the former Mid-South grudge match here. This one's going to be interesting to me. I think that Reinhardt is putting it together late and is a really interesting team for Lindsey Wilson, who just came off a tough game against Georgetown. Will they be able to get up 2 weeks in a row?
Cory, I'm going with Reinhardt here.
And, well, my shirt says it all. Picking the Eagles on this one. You're wearing the hat, and you still picked against them.
Yeah.
Wow. But this is our lone upset, and we're calling it on the 8-9. Again, guys, we totally apologize for the technical difficulties with the sound. I dropped all my stuff back off at the church after we got in off the road from the live show. So going with a very stripped down setup here. So let's read through my favorite part, because I know we can hear them now. We've got a couple of new guys in that have thrown their $3 a month in with us. So we thank you so much, guys, for throwing in. And so it's going to be Ace Well and Cordell, Jody Hoagland, Jerry Quickle, Alex Garcia, Monty Mustang, Nathan, Ronnie Atkinson, Fred Christensen, Shirley LaBella, Jeremy Vauble, Tricia Prescott, Roger Meyer, Dylan Swears, David, Bob Boone, Cliff Kreisel, Darren, Brett Croschel, Danielle Quinn, DSU Cone, Ian Sweeney, Blake Sentman, Keith, Charlie Simmons, Marty Seabold, Justin Cobb, Dane, Nick Bazell, Hayden Frigno, Steve Card, Marty McFly, Art Kastner, Jeff, Kyle Gregory, Lance DeMond, Jacob Smith, Tyler Pierce, Steve Speakman, Coach D67. This is not an updated list except for Tim Burrow and Dale Norton. So JGLB 43 and a couple other guys that I had, I apologize because I got the wrong list. This is not an up-to-date list, but thank you so much to all of our patrons. And we are so happy to have you with us. Patrons, remember that at 1 o'clock we will have a live show or a live watch-along here that we will be watching a ton of games today, and we'll be going through that and seeing if we get any upsets that we didn't call.
There you go, Cory's going to be